Alright guys, we got the Feyachi out here at the range. Get it mounted on the Diamondback. And we're going to start by zeroing it at 50. And I'll get you guys some footage through the spotting scope with the phone mount. So to get started, we'll be shooting 55 grain steel case Barnaul ammo. And then we're going to move over to the 223 75 grain Motel hollow points. These shoot really well with the 1 8 twist barrel. So with this ammo, this becomes a sub MOA gun. So we'll see how it does. This is the 75 grain Motel hollow points. You can see the black markers where we already got some 55 grain dialed in. It just does not shoot well out of this rifle. Of course, I'm trying to record and I end up inducing a double feed. All right, so nice tight group. That was the PPU 75 grain boat tail hollow point. 3-shot group. I'm going to make an adjustment, get this thing centered, and then I'll start recording again here. All right, I'm going to shoot one more group of 5 at 50, and then we're going to move to 100. See how it does. Oh, not too bad there. Open it up a little bit. What's up, guys? We had a good day of shooting today. Put a lot of rounds down range. Got a little practice with some various things in. Maybe make some more videos on that here in the next few weeks when I get time to go back out again. But the primary focus today was obviously to get some groupings down and get some initial thoughts on this optic from Feyachi. So far, so good. I had groups start opening up a little bit, partly due to the fact, and I realized this later when I was thinking about it, this rifle is chambered in 5.56. So 223, especially once the barrel warms up, is not going to be as accurate. You can see those initial groups were super tight, stacking rounds in there, and once that barrel got hot, we just weren't stacking them as tight. Now, another thing that played a factor today was the wind. I'm sure you could see a bunch of camera shake. What was shaking the camera there was the wind today. Started probably 5-10 mile an hour, and we got up to 15 to 20 mile an hour winds, and full value winds. And it ended up at one point actually picking up one of my soft-sided rifle cases and throwing it about 10 yards down the range off the bench. So that was kind of a hassle today. We'll get out again with this optic. Give you guys a little look here. This is kind of what it looks like on my rifle. That's my pile of prepper crap back there. But anyway, it's a really good looking optic. Shoots really well. The eye relief is great. So in order to get a good sight picture, I'm sitting right about here. So I do like that. You know, 2 inches or so eye relief. And you have a good little window there. Still have a good sight picture here, all the way up to about here. So you get a good range. I'm really happy with it, especially for the price. I think it'll do what some optics that cost 10 times as much will do just as well. I may end up doing a torture test video on this thing. We'll just have to see. I just want to put some rounds through it first. Okay, we're back. I was drawing a blank there. But anyway, that about wraps this one up. I think for the $61 price point, it's a really good optic. Shoots very, very well. Held to 0. Oh, I did want to talk about that. So their little range estimations, best I could tell, are very, very accurate. So this reticle did work really well. I did shoot this thing out to 300. I just could not get very good video because of the wind and stuff today. But as you can see, that ranged reticle, BDC reticle. So I was shooting at 300 yards and hitting the gong target with that first hash mark right there. So 300 yards is all I can stretch out today. I'll get some better video of that at some point. The video quality was just crap because of the wind today. It was shaking the spotting scope all over the place. So especially at 300, you know, you get zoomed in that far and it gets really shaky when there's wind. But overall, I'm super happy with it. I'm going to leave this on this rifle for the foreseeable future. I really like the way it looks. My 6-24 was a little bit excessive. Anyway, so yeah, for the foreseeable future, this will be staying on this. I kind of have this set up as a DMR. I think it's a really sweet looking gun. Super happy with how this kind of putting this together came out. So, like I said, no complaints. My 6-24 power optic was really nice, but it was a little overpowered for this gun. Especially with an AR, I like to be able to see what I'm looking at 50 yards. So 3-12 is great, and then I do have the backup 45-degree iron sights, which are great. I have those zeroed. They've held to 0. I checked them, double-checked them today. If you see any of my targets that are excessively messed up, I was also checking some other stuff out today, not just this. So anyway, yeah, like I said, for the foreseeable future, this will be staying on this rifle. My 6-24, maybe going on a Thompson Center 308 that I'm going to pick up in the near future. So we will test that scope. It's another budget one, so we'll see how it does with the wallop of a 308 or 30-06. I'm not sure which I'm going to snag yet. They're the same price, so 308 is just so much cheaper than 30-06. And I can shoot 7.62 by 51 NATO, so that's cool. Saying a lot, my brain is fried. I'm exhausted. It's been a long weekend. But anyway, good day of shooting. I'm going to roll a little outro footage here and see you on the next one, guys.